Charlotte's perfect. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. And we're starting the second quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect, covered by Biombo. He has shot the ball 12 times. And look at how the hustle game.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half. And
why? Not a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Mr. Perfect. He's got 16 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The drive by Lowry. Here's Carroll. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight. Hornets leading by 12. Here's Marjanovic. Lowry covering. On the wing, but 2. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Mr. Perfect. 18 points for him. 6 to shoot. Off the screen. Williams, that's good. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Williams. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Down low, here's Marjanovic, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Toronto called for the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
Raptors trail by 15. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Lee, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Hey, guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
Carroll dishes to Lowry. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Mr. Perfect. 18 points for him.
Stick it too much.
Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Lowry. Here's Joseph. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Joseph's got his second basket of the night.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to shore up.
Here's Mr. Perfect. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Now here is Lowry. And here is Joseph. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Carroll. 6 points for him.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
There's a good screen. The shot's good from Mr.
Come on
Perfect.
now, let's
And
go.
he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
And there's Bismack Biyombo on the assist from Joseph. Biyombo's got 4 this quarter.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Mr. Perfect. Here's Williams. Here's Mr. Perfect. Cannot hit. Now trip. Patterson setting the pick for Joseph. Hornets with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, and they won that matchup. Last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Well, they got the other team in foul trouble. And frustrated them as well. And I think that really kind of shaped the whole context and tenor of the game.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Toronto shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Bismack Biyombo. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Biyombo. Kemba Walker is checked in for Mr. Perfect. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. And that does it for the first half of play. Hornets lead by 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin and Dwayne. A very tight game here. What's the number one thing you need to do in the second half to try to get out ahead and break this thing open?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the...
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. Passing has been outstanding. You guys are playing smart team basketball. We've got to continue to share the ball exactly as we have been. But love the success we've had on the offensive glass. That's where we've done our best work. Maybe we...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it. Yeah,
I appreciate that, Clark.
That's good, Clark.
Move the ball! Stick it to...
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Mr. Perfect in at shooting guard. Batuma's out there with Marvin Williams. And there's Kemba Walker to the wing right side. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. DeRozan with it. Williams picks him up. Biyombo. That's good. Biyombo's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Raptors. Pass to Mr. Perfect. from deep. The rebound by Patterson. Raptors trail by 4. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
DeRozan, basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Mr. Perfect, the pass to Walker.
Beat phenomenal speed. I mean, those kind of wide-open buckets, they can come in bunches for him.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside DeRozan. There's the triple. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best 3-point shooting point guards in the league. Freak number 1.
He is so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens things up for him, which makes it easier for him to set up his teammates.
Well, he's a prime example of why being a top-notch three-point shooter comes in handy for a point guard.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Mr. Perfect, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And here's a look at the stats for Biyombo. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 1st in rebounding, 3rd in shooting percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
Both free throws good from Mr. Perfect. And the Raptors with the ball. They trail by 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop and finished off by DeRozan.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up as you take a look at Charlotte. They're 2nd in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And checking out Toronto, just way behind.
And for the Raptors, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
You know, you're right. They're not that far from being true contenders, but it doesn't look like this is the season for them to do so.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 25. Here's Batum. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Assisted.
And that's now 6 points for Nicholas Batum. Raptors trail by 6. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks really had a hard time. He ended with 7 points and also got the ball moving around to get his teammates involved as well. The iron was quite unkind to him as shot after shot ricocheted off the rim. He'll be looking to have a much better time out this contest, Kevin.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
Here's Biyombo. He's got 10 inside, taken away by Williams. Walker against Lowry. Pass to Mr. Perfect. No good from outside.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys, I got Coach reminded us to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Over to the wing. Here's Mr. Perfect. DeRozan defending.
That's his jump ball.
And Toronto has possession.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Oh! Wow!
Whew. Can't stop this. How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
the most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys, to perfection.
Lowry drawing the double team from 11 feet away, and it's DeRozan missing. Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside, Walker. The 15-footer, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And DeRozan, here we go, and he gets it to go. DeRozan's got 9 points in the quarter.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Here's Lowry, finished off the break.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That's good. 9 points in the game so far.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Outside DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist in the game. Hornets leading by 8. Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's Marjanovic. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup.
And the Raptors with possession. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Carroll in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Biyombo with it. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. Lowry drives in. Again, the miss by Lowry. Hornets shooting straight 49% from the field. There's a screen by Williams.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Lowry covering. Here's Mr. Perfect. He kicks to Williams. Here's Kid Gilchrist. The shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Dishes it to Carroll. Got a hand on it. To the middle. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in. Kid Gilchrist. Has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hornets. Raptors trail by 7. Now Lowry. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. They set the screen. Here's Carroll. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes continue to pound it inside.
Raptors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. There's the steal. And here we go. Here's Mr. Perfect. Trains the three-pointer. Mr. Perfect's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Outside Lowry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Mr. Perfect. Here's Williams. That's good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Batum against DeRozan. Feeds it to Patterson. Deep 2 from Carroll. Hornets with the rebound. Kid Gilchrist has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Mr. Perfect. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Biombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Goes up at the stripe. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
That's good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Patterson, the screen. Lowry dishes to Patterson. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Mr. Perfect. Rebound by the Raptors.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Carroll passes to Lowry. Here's Patterson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Raptors, Patrick Patterson. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Lamb is checked in for the Hornets. No good on the second free throw.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
The drive by Lowry. He sinks the 11-footer. Lowry's got 4 this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Out to the right wing. Here's the screen. Here's Marjanovic. DeRozan defending. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And the Hornets lead by 13.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 6th rebound on the night. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Now here's Biyombo to the paint. Carroll. Rejected. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Batum. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's DeRozan. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. DeRozan's got 33.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
It's Biyombo with the rebound.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
They get the rebound. DeRozan dishes to Biyombo. Outside Lowry. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Mr. Perfect. Puts up a 3, and he gets the bucket. Mr. Perfect's got 35.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the numbers for Biyombo, 8 rebounds and 4 assists.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Biyombo. And the Hornets making a change here. Walker's checked in. And Biyombo drops them both. Charlotte leading by 13. Walker the pass to Batum. There's a screen. Here's Mr. Perfect. Picked by Williams. Here's Mr. Perfect.
Raptors foul call. DeMar Carroll. That's his 1st personal foul. Shooting for Toronto. Freak. At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Mr. Perfect. Both free throws good from Mr. Perfect. Raptors trail by 15. Lowry kicks to Carroll. Back to Lowry. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
The pass to Mr. Perfect. Releases from 15 and stolen by Biyombo. Patterson up top. He's guarded by Williams.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Biyombo.
In for your Raptors, Jonas Valanciunas.
Right side, DeRozan. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
And Walker kicks to Batum. They set the pick. Inside. It's tipped. Carroll dishes to Lowry. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
And it's Walker penetrating. Passes it to Mr. Perfect. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Raptors trail by 11. And here's Lowry. Wide open. Patterson can't get it to go.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
The Raptors shooting at 42% in this final quarter. The feed to Lowry. Out to DeRozan from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Here's Valanciunas, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He's got 8 points and 3 blocks.
Here's Mr. Perfect. DeRozan defending. Here's Mr. Perfect. Hits the three-point foul.
Can't stop me.
Mr. Perfect's got 42 in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Stripped away. Here's Mr. Perfect. Right through the D for the layup. Mr. Perfect's got 44.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:33 left in the game. Hornets leading by 13. It's stolen by Carroll. DeRozan with it. Down low. Won't go in for the 6th time in 14 shots tonight. He's made 8.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they've brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
Here's Walker. Toronto grabs the miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hornets.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they definitely had a huge edge, and that's in their DNA, to push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch,
It
too,
sure
huh?
is. It sure is.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Mr. Perfect. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hand. Hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Lowry.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one, Clark.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
You put on what was simply an incredible fourth period. How were you able to take over this game in the end?
I think our team just wore them down over the course of the first 3 quarters. And during the fourth, it made things easy for myself and others to create space and get the shots that we like to take. It was really a team effort. Definitely.
It was a pleasure for us to watch. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
I don't know what got into him tonight. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night.